Hi everyone, I'm Ilana. This is our part of our Breakout live video series. We're going live with ballet fundamentals in 5 minutes. Sorry for my sweaty appearance, I just taught another class. So go ahead and get yourself ready and I'll see you here in 5. All right, welcome everyone. This is Ballet Fundamentals and I'm Ilana. So let's go ahead and get started. Happy Saturday. I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use this as a little temporary bar in front or maybe this behind. So wherever you are, just make sure you have something to hold on to. Try to have it, not too low. This is a little low for me right now, but we're just gonna make do. So facing the bar, standing with the weight mostly over the balls of the feet, not too much in the heels, right? 2/3 of the weight in the fronts of the feet, just about 1/3 in the heels. We're gonna roll through the right foot to demi point and lift to the toe, back to demi, lower the heel. Left foot, same thing, half toe to the toe, half toe, lower to the heel, and then we take 2 pliés and stretch and a plié and stretch, and then the third plie we're rolling through the feet, lift the heels, stretching up, lower, back down. Left foot does the same thing, demi to the toe and demi, lower the heel. Right foot, same demi to the toe and demi, lower the heel. We have a plie and stretch and a plie and stretch. The third plie we're rolling through the feet, stretching up, turn out, finding your first. Same thing from first. Half toe to the toe. That knee is tracking right over your second toe. Same thing with the left to the toe and demi, lower down. We have a plie. Really spiraling the thighs, knees over toes, and stretch. And then plie, rolling through the feet, stretching up, lower, back down. Okay, so we go parallel, right foot, left foot, 2 demis rolling through, starting with the left, right. Same thing in turnout, right foot, left foot, 2 demis, third one rolls up. Same thing starting left. From here, let's take the head to the right, cambre, both shoulders up and back. 2, coming up through center, changing the head to the left, both shoulders up and back. 6, 7, back to the center. Right arm is going to go up and over. Let's side bend to the left. Coming back up and place the hand. Other side up and over. 6, 7, place the hand. After we've done our port de bras, let's elevate, lifting both heels up. Bring the arms to first position. That's it. Okay, so follow along with me. And here we go. Finding your parallel, gathering through the low abdominals. Right foot goes to the demi and toe. Half toe, lower down. Left foot, same thing to the toe. Now we have 2 easy demi pliés, bend. Keeping those heels nice and heavy. And our third one, plie, rolling through the feet. 6, 7. Starting that with the left foot to the demi point and toe. Right foot, same thing, half toe to the toe. Keep gathering in the low belly. 2 pliés. And 2. Plie, rolling through the feet. 6. Good, let's turn it out. First position, same thing. Right foot, half, toe, and half. Left leg, heel forward, toe. Wide plie, 2 times. Keep those heels really heavy. And we'll roll through the feet. Plie, lifting up and stretch. Let's go left foot, starting that same way. Demi to the tip of the toe. Other side, half toe. 2 pliés, spiraling the legs outwards from the hips. 2, and plie, rolling through, pressing up. Let's take the head to the right, both shoulders, cambre, up and back. 2, back through center, other side. Lift up through the sternum to go back. Now we take our right arm, side bend, up and over to the left, and up. And side bend over to the right. Coming back up, let's elevate. Spiraling the heels forward. And now see if you can just bring your arms to first position, supporting the elbows, easy in the neck. Pressing down through the feet, lifting through the head, and we'll lower with a plie and stretch. All right. Let's go into some pliés. So we'll start in first position. Bring the arm out to second. We have 2 demi-pliés. Now, since this is a fundamentals class, you can always keep the arm in second position and just worry about the legs. Unless you're feeling like you got the legs pretty well, then add the arm, right? So if your arm's just gonna stay there, keep it in a second position supporting the elbow. If you're going to use the arm, we'll take a demi-plie, reaching the fingers, and stretch, demi-plie, and stretch. Then we have our grand plie. Pelvis is going straight down, heels are on the floor, they lift just a little bit, they go right back down, and stretch. Long spine to bend forward, and let's roll up through the spine, coming all the way up to the top. We have one élevé, lifting the heels, lower down. Let's tendu to second position. In second, we have two demi-pliés, and stretch, and demi, and stretch. Now in second, our heels stay on the floor. Pelvis straight down, open knees through the first, and second, we have our port de bras to the bar, turning the head, coming all the way up, arm comes back to second, one élevé, lower down, and then let's tendu right to our fifth position. I don't require you to have, not that I can see you, but we don't need to have heel all the way to the toe. It's more between a third and a fifth, right? And it's still a fifth. We still consider that a fifth. Two demi-pliés, keeping those heels down into the ground, and stretch, one grand plie. Heels are down until they have to come up, and then they go right back down, and stretch. This time, let's bring the arm to first. Cambre up and back with the spine. Coming back up, we'll cross the front foot over into Susu to find our balance there, okay? So just, again, follow along with me. Two demi-pliés, one grand plie, one port de bras, and an élevé. That's our pattern in first, second, and then our fifth, okay? All right, here we go, plie. Standing in a nice wide first position, arm comes through first and opens to second. Two pliés, one. Trying to keep it moving, don't stop. Keep it moving to the bottom before you stretch. Plie, heels lift just slightly and then they come right back down. Port de bras forward, long spine, arm is down. Roll up through the spine to come up. Let's lift the heels. And we'll tendu, find second position. Two demi-pliés. We're opening the knees back out over our toes without sitting the hips back. Heels are down to grand plie. Let's continue over into the bar. Big stretch. All the way up. And we'll take an élevé, lift the heels. Low. Tendu, crossing to your fifth. Two demis. Try to keep those pinky toes down into the floor as you bend your knees. Grand plie, demi, down. Now we bring the arm to first position. Turn the head, cambre up and back. Coming back up to the center, cross that outside foot over to Susu. Really, really tight, squeezing the tops of the thighs, both arms to first, maybe even floating the arms up overhead. And then we open the arms, slide your front foot back out to plie and stretch. Okay, so I talk about this a lot in class, but going up into Susu, with straight legs, we cross the front foot over to the back foot. To come back down, it has to go the same way back out. So that front foot is sliding. The back foot is basically just lifting like that when we come up into Susu. So you're going up through a straw, and then you're opening that front foot to lower down. Let's go to the second side. Here we go. First position, preparing the arm. Two demi-pliés, reach the fingers and stretch. Arm goes through first, two second, grand plie, heels are down. They come up just a little bit. Back to demi. Port de bras forward, long spine. Rolling up to come up, head comes up last. Elevate, lifting the heels. And we'll tendu to second. 2 demis, 1, stretch, demi, pelvis straight down under the shoulders. Let's go towards the bar, up and over, long fingertips. Coming up, and let's lift the heels, elevate. Tendu, crossing to your fifth. 2 demis. Remember those pinky toes, keep them down into the ground. Demi. Grand plie, lifting up to go down. Arm goes to first. Cambrai, lift up and back. Coming back to center, we cross that outside foot to Su-Su, nice and tight. Arms to first, elbows are lifted, and we float the arms up to fifth, dropping the shoulders. Open the arms, slide that front foot back out to plie. Okay. All right, let's go from first position. We'll do a tendu. We're going to do this one facing our bar. Bringing my portable bar back out. So from first, let's take a slow tendu to the front. Slowly to the front. Flex and point. Close, out, and plie. That's our pattern, right? So we go slow to the side. Flex. Hopefully you can see my foot. I'll go this way. Flex and point. Close in. One more. Plie. Same thing to the back. Slowly to the back. Flex and point. 1 count to close and out. Plie. And then let's take elevate and down. A 2 and down. 3 quicker. 1, 2, 3. Same thing with the other foot. So we take that slow tendu so we can really massage the foot into the floor. Then we flex and point. Close in, out, plie to the side. Slow through the demi point to the toe, right? We have no weight on that foot. We're right over the standing leg. Flex. You could take your arms off the bar if you had to. Close, in, out, plie to the back. Through the foot, leading with your pinky toe. Pinky toe leads you back. Flex, point, closing in and out. Plie, and then we just elevate. And a 2, little quicker, 1 and 2 and 3, that's it. 1 slow, flex and point, quicker close and out, plie. Front side back, 2 slow elevates, and 3 quicker, left foot front side back with our elevates. That's it, okay? So from your first position, here we go. Standing on those feet to the front. Slowly out, flex and point, close in, out, plie. Same thing to the side. Make sure the weight is over the ball of the foot. Flex and point, in, out, plie, to the back. Right behind that hip, lift the belly. Flex, point, in, out. Here we go with our elevate. Straight legs up. Heels are looking forward. 3, 1, 2, 3. Left foot to the front. Through the foot. Flex. Point. In. Out. Plie. To the side. Heel is looking forward here. In. Out. Plie. To the back. Flex and point. In, out, plie. 2 elevates, lifting up. And a 2, little quicker. 1, let's hold that last one up. Bring one arm to first, open it out to second. Other arm first and second. Let's float both arms overhead to fifth. And we'll plie and stretch. All right. So we're going to do another tendu from fifth. I just want to remind everybody, when we go to the side in ballet land, it's not truly our real side, it's slightly forward. So if you're in your own first position, look, we can always do this little test, right? We flip our feet to our natural turnout, and that means we don't get to adjust. That means we're rotating from our knees, which we do not want, right? So our thighs, we rotate our thighs. Wherever they go, that's our turnout, and that's fine, okay? So our inner V, if you were to continue the line of the V in your Tendu, that's where your side is. So even when we come from fifth position, we're bringing that leg just slightly forward of side so we can maintain the rotation. When we go straight to the side, my heel starts to reach back behind me. I can't rotate it forward. So I have to come forward so that I'm spiraling the leg as much as possible. Okay, so from fifth position, let's go. I'll use the arm to fifth. Now you might want to just keep your arm in second. That's okay. We'll go Tendu front, close into fifth, and out, and in, and out, and in. Slow to the side, closing behind, out, and in, and out, and in. Slow to the back, close to fifth, out, and in, and out, and in. Pick it up. We're in coupe derriere. The heel is touching. The toes are not, otherwise I'm in a sickle, yeah? Little balance, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, closing back. If you've, done a good amount of ballet class before, you can always elevate, that's fine. Being on flat is a very challenging balance though in itself because you have to spiral both legs. We start from the back, slowly back, closing in fifth, out and in and out to the side. Slow through the foot, through to close, out and in and out to the front. Slowly out, closing in, out and in and out. Last balance, coupe devant. Pinky toes are touching, heel is forward, and I'm just at the inside of the ankle there, really watching that shape. We'll balance there at the end. So one slow, working through the demi-point, and then keep that demi-point work on the quicker ones, 2 quick. Same thing side, and 2. Same thing back, and 2. Back of the ankle, coup de pied, balance, and then we'll reverse all of that, okay? So from your fifth position, here we go. 6, 7, to the front, slowly out, and out, and in, and out. Same thing side. Know where your second is, and out, and in, to the back, and out. Now peel that foot up to the back of the ankle, heel touches, toes away, balance, lifting high off of that pelvis from the back, slow. Out, in, out, to the side, slow, in, out, in, to the front, through the foot, show that work, out and in, coupe devant, pinky toes touch, heel forward, finding that balance, and we'll finish. Take a second before we go second side. So if you've taken my class, you know all about refrigerator magnets. And if you haven't, I'm going to explain it really quickly. You have 4 magnets, 1, 2, 3, 4, shoulders and hips, and you're stuck on a big refrigerator door. So that means that when we go to the side, when we go to the back, we don't get to let those magnets move around, right? We're really stuck there. Now that's not to say you can't use the head. You can still dance it. It doesn't have to be robotic, but we want to watch that. We're not letting the hips and the shoulders move, right? We're trying to keep that low belly stays really lifted, especially when we go to the back so we don't drop, right? We have no need to do that. We're really lifting up high. So we'll think about that on the second side. Here we go. Left foot in the front. 6, 7, slow through the front to the demi-point, in and out, in, same thing to the side, out, close, out and in, to the back, out, we're peeling that foot, coupe derriere. Heel touches, toes wrap away, balance there, from the back, slow. Out, in, out, to the side, out, close front, out, close back. You know where that second is, front, in, out and in, coupe de main. Finding that balance, arms are supported, elbows lifted, and we'll finish in 5th. Okay, nice everyone. I'm imagining you're doing it nice, I know you are. Let's do a dégagé, and this one we'll do facing the bar. So let's go from first position, and I just want to reiterate, when we're in the first position, in ballet, weight is mostly on the balls of the feet, a little bit on the heels, and then we should feel this nice lift up on that hamstring glute connection. We're feeling that connect behind, but also we're lifting up off of that. So there's a lot of activity and wrap going in from the tops of the thighs there. So let's go dégagé, out and in a 2. We're gonna start slow, and then maybe we'll speed it up the second time around. We have 8 dégagés on the right. Hope you can see my feet. Out and in, 5 and 6, left side goes out. So the point of this first iteration is to show the out and the in. 4, in, push 3, in, push 2, in and out, and then we have our 4 on the right, 3, 4, and then our 4 on the left. You know the pattern, 3 and 4, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 1, 1, 1, 1, just your regular. This, we'll stop the music, we'll take it again with a different speed, but for now, let's just work on that. Now, just because it's slow doesn't mean it's easier. We wanna really feel that push of the foot through the floor, in, out, in. So we're trying to make that like you're a rocket, out and in, out and in. So you freeze it out for a moment. Okay, so the tension is in the legs. Try not to let it get up into the neck. See if you can keep that tension below the waist, yeah? Upper body is nice and easy. That's hard to do, okay? So 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then we'll stop. Here we go from first. 6, right leg, out, in, out, sharp. 4 more, brush down through the floor, 3, 2, left side, out, out. Really let those toes push, and 4, 3, 2, right side goes for 4, 3, 2, and the left, 4. Remember, relax the neck. 2 on the right, dropping the shoulders, tension down into the legs and the abdominals. Singles, left, right, and we'll finish. Okay, so let's try it a little quicker. We're going to now change the accent to accent in, meaning on the count, you're into first position versus being out on the 1. And 1, that's where we're going. So that it'll be about this timing. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and 6, and 7, and the left. So that's about how fast we're doing it. You can always go slower on your own, that's okay. Don't lose that energy through the feet, right? We're still trying to push the floor and fire those toes every single time. It's just a little bit of a quicker reaction this time, okay? So same thing, a little bit quicker. And just for fun, for our endurance, let's do it twice through because we have the music for it. Here we go. Right leg and in, 3, 4. Left side, in. Keep growing taller out of your pelvis. Right leg for 4. Left leg. 2. Single counts. Option to take the arms off the bar the second time. Maybe. Feel those upper inner thighs squeezing. We're still breathing. 4 on the right and the left. 2 and 2. Single counts. Right, left, and finish. All right, you guys, good. I think by the time this home class quarantine is over, I'm gonna wear a hole in my carpet from all of these dégagés. Let's go into rond de jambes. So we have our right foot in the front, and we'll prepare our arm first to second. Now in rond de jambes, those refrigerator magnets are very important. They're always important, but especially when the leg is moving, right? So we take the arm first to second. Tendu front, quarter rond, close in first. Now let's do a full rond de jambe without stopping to the side, but we're still passing through that heel forward position. We have 4 of those, 4th one, and then we have 1 off the floor, not too high, nice and slow, keeping that rotation of the leg as you go around, closing behind. We reverse that, back, side, front, and close. Little quicker, back to go front, and back to go front. 2 more, back, and around, and back, and around, off the floor. You want to feel like you have a laser beam going out through your leg, out through your toe. So you're shooting that laser beam out of the hip to close in 5th. Let's port de bras forward, all the way down. And we'll take a long spine this time to come up. So we're reaching out of the head to come up. Cambre up and back. 6, 7, bring the arm to first. Now we're gonna come to a retiré, front of the knee. You can, if you'd like, this is a slightly more challenging, not challenging, but more advanced. You can come to su-su and then bring that leg up. Like I said, especially if you're a little bit newer, a balance on flat is very challenging already, so that's totally fine to do. Make sure in that retiré, we're at the front of the knee, we're not sickling the foot. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm relaxing my foot into my leg. You're still pointing the foot, so we're not resting the leg there, so your hamstring has to be very active so that you're not kind of dropping into it, okay? So one more time, this is my leg. We go front, heel stays forward, side, and then back and close. We go front and back and 2 and around. 2 more, just like that, on the floor and front to the back, and then we have it off the floor, reaching that laser beam out of the hip to go back, closing behind. We reverse all of that from the back, and then we have a port de bras forward and back to our retiré. I'm gonna keep mine on flat for sure, but it's up to you if you wanna go into the Blvd, okay? So from your 5th position, here we go. 6, prepare the arm. On the floor, tendu front. Now keep that heel forward to go back. Let's take it a little bit quicker. Front and around. Front and around. 2 more times. Really going for a good first position. Now let's lift that leg off the floor. Reach side, back. Closing behind, reverse. 1. Heel forward. Heel to the ceiling. Little quicker back to the front. Really show that good first position. First to go back. Off the floor, back, heel forward. Let's breathe. Reach to the fingers, port de bras forward, all the way down. Let's take our time. Long spine to come up, reaching out of the head. And we'll cambre up and back. Coming back up to center, arm to first. Peel that foot up to the retiré, finding your balance. You can continue balancing where you are. Focusing the eyes. Feel that lift through the arms back. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and close that foot back into 5th, and we'll finish. Okay. All right. Let's see. When we're coming up into that retiré, we want to start by peeling the foot off of the floor. So in ballet, we're always imagining that the floor, it has honey or something really sticky on it. Whenever the foot comes off of the floor, it never just lifts up in one piece. There's always a peel of the foot, right? Because our feet are trying to articulate a lot. So when you're coming up into that retiré, try not to just think, okay, I got to get my foot to my knee. See if you can think about the initial peel of the foot up, and then you're tracing the toes up to the knee. And that hamstring is really lifting so that we don't let the hip do it, right? We're still level. The hamstring has to do all of that work, okay? All right, let's go to the second side. Here we go. Prepare the arm first to second. Here we go from the front, quarter, and back. Show me the first, and front to go back. Through first, front to go back. All 10 toes are down in that first position. We're nice and turned out, off the floor. Front, side, back. Close behind, let's reverse. Back, side, front. Little quicker. Back to the front, back to the front. 2 more times. Off the floor. Keep your refrigerator magnets. Heel to the ceiling. Reach the fingers, port de bras forward. Take your time, reaching out to come back up, out of the head, out of the arm. Hombre, up and back. And then we'll come back up, retiré, peel the foot all the way up to the knee, lifting from the hamstring, drop the hip, and we'll balance here. Take your time, keep finding your balance wherever you are. Make sure you're breathing with it. Back is wide, chest is open. Whenever you're ready, come on down into fifth. Okay, great. Okay, shake out your legs. Let's move on to a fondue. We'll keep this sideways to the bar. So fondue, back to that sticky sensation of the floor. We really find that here in our fondues. So let's put the right foot in the front. We have a long introduction, it's a tango. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Option to keep the arm in second again, or use it with me. So we're peeling the foot up to fondue down. Actually, keep the arm in second for now. We're gonna put that foot right back in fifth. Fondue to the front of the ankle, stretch it out to the front. We come back to fondue, starting to the side. So we fondue, we put that foot back into fifth first. Then we peel it back up front of the ankle, extend it to the side. Now I want to go back next, so I have to fondue behind the ankle. Put it into fifth back, and a fondue, reaching it up. Now we're going to take little pulses. 1, 2, 3, find that hamstring glute connection. 5, 6, close fifth. So we have 6 little pulses. Then we reverse that. Fondue, back of the ankle, closing into fifth. Fondue and stretch. Now I'm already in the back, so I have to go to the back of the ankle, close behind, back of the ankle, and a stretch. Now I want to go front next, so I close to the front of the ankle, back to fifth, peeling it up to the front. Now we're going to do our little pulses, and I want you to think heel lifts, very tiny too. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and close. That's it, okay? The positioning of the foot that's coming up on the ankle is super important. So when you're coming to the front, you know, in our coup de pied devant, the heel, the pinky toes are touching, the heel is forward. We have a similar position in the fondue, so I'm bending the standing leg, if you can see. My pinky toes are touching with my lifted leg just to the inside of the ankle. Don't overcross that, right? And then we extend out. So that's the positioning to the front. Now when we go to the back, in our coupe derriere, we had our heel touching, toes away. It's different now. because we're bending the standing leg, so our big toe actually does make contact with the back of the ankle. Again, I'm not overcrossed. I'm keeping a nice lift under the hamstring. So that's the position we want to find, a nice wide diamond with the legs. Okay, so one more time, peeling it up, put it back in fifth. We always have one closing fifth before we extend the leg up. To the front of the ankle, closing fifth, front of the ankle to the side. Now we have to go back, close fifth, back, and extend, little pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, closing behind, and we'll reverse that, okay? Remember, when you're in the front, we're rotating the leg, so when you pulse, it's the heel lifting, it's not the hip or the top of the thigh. We want to wrap it and lift the heel. So again, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay, that's enough talking, let's do it. Here we go, you have a long intro. Wait for it. 5, 6, 7. Keep the arm to Fondue. Peeling to the ankle, put it back in fifth. Peeling it up. Heel leads to the front. Peel, or pulling it back in, back to fifth. Now we peel off of the floor, let's go side. Keep that hip dropped. Back of the ankle to fifth. Back of the ankle extending right behind you. Here's our 6 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly up. 5, 6. Closing back. Breathe. 1. Back of the ankle. And peel it right behind. Back of the ankle. Closing fifth. Peel it up. Front of the ankle. Heel lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and close. Okay, I realize I gave a whole spiel about using the arm with me and then just kept my arm in second. So let's keep the arm in second. Unless you used it on the first side, go ahead and do that again. If you're keeping your arm in second, it's a lot of work, right? You have to keep that upper arm really lifted and not get to this droopy elbow. Yeah, so it should feel like some work in those arm muscles. Let's go to the second side. Here we go. Left foot front, prepare the arm. Peeling that foot off of the ground, put it back into fifth. Peeling it up, and extend it out, heel lifts. Back to your Fondue, closing front. Keep that hip dropped as you reach back of the ankle. And fifth. Find that nice melted quality, extending it back, little pulse. 1, 2, belly up. 4, 5, 6, closing back. Breathe to reverse. And back. Healing it up. Back of the ankle, open the knees. To fifth. And peel it up. Open both knees evenly. Fifth. And Fondue. To the front, heel pulses, little lift, rotate in the hip. 3, 4, 5, 6, and finish. All right, take a breath, take a moment, just shake out your legs. Take a second, roll your shoulders, release any extra tension. Sometimes it's different taking class at home. There's, good things and bad things, but I find I hold tension a little differently because the floor is different. So just make sure you're noticing, if your feet are holding more tension or your shoulders. See if you can just find those areas and just release them, especially when you're at home. It sometimes gets kind of amplified. Let's do a little Frappé prep here. Okay, so we hear the music, 5 and 6, and flex the foot. Now we're going to, the Frappé is to strike, right? So the metatarsals of your foot have to strike the floor. And so we're going to slow that movement down a little bit. Metatarsals to the floor, strike, pull it in. metatarsals, strike and in. Then we're gonna try 3 at speed. 1 and 2 and 3. Actually, I lied. Let's do 4 and 4. Pull it in. We go side. Metatarsals out, pull it front. Metatarsals out, pull it back. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 to the back. Now to the back is a little bit funky. You're bringing your big toe side of the foot to the floor, pressing out, pull in. Pull out and in. 4 quicker. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Let's just go straight on quad. Metatarsals out, pull it back. Metatarsals out, pull it front. And a 4. Strike it out. And 3 and 4. That's it. We'll stop there. So let's see. When you're doing your quicker frappés, you still want to strike with the metatarsals. Don't be afraid of bringing that part of the foot down into the floor. If you're on carpet, try not to get carpet burn, but we're trying to really feel the foot through the floor. And I was going to say one more thing, and that was you're starting to move the leg away as the metatarsals make contact, and then you're striking that match. And that continues on the fast version. So we have 2 slow in, through the foot and in, and then a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. We just do that straight on quad, okay? Arm is in second. Quick intro, so get ready to flex that foot right up. Here we go. Flex it in and metatarsals out, pull in. Through, out and in, little quicker. 4, really sharp. And 3, to the side, front. Now to the back, little quicker. A 1, and a 2, and a 3. Starting back, here we go. Metatarsals out, more the big toe side, little quicker. Out, and out, and out. To the side, to the back. Little quicker. Out, and 2, and 3, and 4, and finish. Okay, so I forgot to say one thing. When we're going to the side, we have an even number of closings. So that's why, I gotta switch legs. That's why our first one is going to close back where we came from. All of the other closings where you flex the foot change. So just so you know why that first one doesn't change and then all the rest do, it's so that we end up in the back or we end up back in the front to go on quad. So we have even number of closings. Don't change that first flex in, okay? If you mess that up, no big deal. Just make sure you're going the right direction for the next set. Okay, you all, let's go second side. Here we go. Left foot front. Flex the foot. Metatarsals out and in. Through and in. Little quicker. A 1, a 2, a 3. To the side. Pull it front. Now go back. Little quicker. A 1, and a 2, and a 3. From the back, metatarsals push and in. Keep those refrigerator magnets. Little quicker. 1, and 2, and 3. Last time to the side. Pull it back. Front. Through the foot. 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Finish. Okay, shake out those legs. Let's do a little Adagio. Okay, so from fifth position, let's do a port de bras with our Adagio because we need to stretch, right? We've been sitting a little bit more probably. So a stretch is good. Let's take it forward, 2, coming up 3, and we'll open the arm on 4. Now we have a développé, sticky floor, peeling it up to the knee, 5, out by 6, tendu, closing 5th. Let's go into the bar, up and over, 2, coming up 3. Now our arm is opening to 2nd, 4. The arm coordination, we gather it down to lift the leg. We bring the arm to 1st, 5, out on 6, tendu, closing back. Keep the pattern going to the back. And 2. Coming up 3. Open the arm, gather it down, développé 5. And 6. Tendu. Closing back. Now this is different. Fondue, tendu. So I'm sliding out to tendu. Standing leg, knee is bending. We're going to pull right up into susu. Now if you can't go up onto demi-point, just close into 5th, right? And then we're bringing the outside foot to the knee. And we have a little mini balance here. 5 and 6. Whoop, don't fall back. We're closing that foot in the front to détourner around. So we go towards the bar. Remember that outside foot has to adjust into 5th to close. So let's mark it on the second side. Port de bras forward. 2. Coming up 3. Open the arm to lower. Arm goes to first as you pick up the leg. It's almost like you have a string between the fingers and the foot, like a puppet that pick up the leg. 6, 7, and 8. Going into the bar. 1 and 2. Coming up 3 and 4. Développé with the arm and leg. 6, 7, and 8. The arm goes down to 5th to go back. 2. Opening 3. Lower down. Développé to the back. Whoop. Gosh, balance is not there. 6, 7, and 8. Tendu, fondue. Pull right up into susu. 1 count. Outside foot retiré, little balance if you can, or just holding the bar, feeling the position. To détourner, we close that foot in the front, turn towards your back foot, and come back down, okay? Now the legs in the développé, height does not matter. What you really do need to work on is the placement. So when we're going to the front, in any position, the standing leg stays 100% straight, so we don't let it buckle. When we're going to the front, watch that you're not letting the hips go forward into a tuck to get the leg up. So you really want to keep your pelvis neutral, right? Sit bones pointing to the ground, and then from there the leg extends. You might be 45 degrees, that's fine, yeah? So we're not letting the pelvis go. To the side, this one's they're all hard, this one's hard. We're not letting the hip lift to get the leg up. So again, keeping the pelvis, this is where that rotation and wrap comes in, because we want to wrap the leg around to extend it out, right? And over time, you develop more strength to get back up. The leg to the back, just make sure it's right behind your hip, not opening out to the side. So that's a lot to think about, but just be aware of your placement so that we're not, cheating to lift the legs up, because that's not going to help us much. Okay, so follow along, port de bras and Adagio. Here we go. From 5th. Long spine forward, all the way down. Coming up, arm is in 5th. Open the arm out. Now pick up the foot with the arm, développé. Keep the sit bones, tendu. Reaching the fingertips into the bar. Coming up. Now let the arm come down to gather the leg. Keep the hip, wrapping both thighs. Tendu to close. To the back. Open. Picking it up, développé to the back. Right behind you, reach away, fingers forward, toes back, closing 5th, tendu, fondue side, right up into susu, front foot up to the retiré, just feel it, or maybe testing the balance, closing in the front, turn around, left foot front, port de bras forward, coming up, open the arm. Peeling it up and out. Tendu. Into the bar. Reach the fingertips, painting that rainbow up and over. Développé to the side. Keep that hip down. Dropping into that hip flexor, hip socket. To the back. Up. Lift to go back. Keep the legs straight. Arm down. développé. Now you're gonna really reach this away. Fingers forward, toes back, pulling in two directions, toes back. Tendu, fondue. Susu. Retiré, front of the knee. Find it here, little balance. Maybe. Closing into susu. Détourné around to the first side. And finish. All right, take a second, relax your backs. Take a moment, stretch out what you need. A very quick moment, because we're gonna go right into our grand battements. So just take a second if you need to stretch out the calves, or the IT band, outer thigh. Ooh. Okay, grand battement from our fifth. So the most important part of your grand battement is the initial brush, right? Down into the floor to brush. So let's bring the arm up to fifth. We brush up and fifth, two and fifth, third one and fifth, plie. To the side, brush. So same rules apply here. Don't hike that hip. Three, plie and stretch. I'm gonna move my chair because I'm about to kick it. Watch around you. Make sure you have the space. Two and three. Plie and stretch. Now let's keep this tendu fondue theme again. Same thing, tendu fondue, susu, but no retiré. We're just gonna détourner to plie 5, 6, and prepare the arm. Front and close, and 2 and close, and 3 and close. Arm passes through first to second. Side and close, and side and close, and side and close. Plie and stretch. Back and close, and back and close, and back and close. Plie and stretch. We fondue the standing leg, knee over toe, right into susu, détourner, and we'll finish. Yeah, so just when we do that fondue, we're really watching the standing leg. The knee is going over the toe, not tracking forward. So we have to access those back rotators to make that happen without sticking our bottom back, okay? So 3 to the front, plie. 3 to the side, plie. 3 to the back, plie, and then we have our tendu fondue susu. Turn it around. Okay, here we go. Right foot front. Prepare the arm all the way to fifth, to the front. Brush. 2, 3, plie. Same thing side. Brush the floor, plie. To the back. Plie. Here we go, tendu fondue. Pull up into susu, up. Turn around. Plie. Other side, arm in fifth. Brush. Third one. Plie. To the side. Plie. To the back. Reaching out. Plie. Tendu fondue. Pull up into susu. Détourner. And plie. Finish. All right, everyone. Okay. All right, we're almost at time. I'm gonna do one last follow along Révérence. So you can come away from your bar for this and just follow along with me. Here we go. Let's take a nice wide second position. Grand plie. Pelvis straight down, knees open. We're not sitting at the bottom of that grand. We're controlling the whole way. Let's port a bras over to the right, up and over. Arms pass through first. Open to the side, port a bras other direction. Two more grands. Arms go up and over, opening through the chest. This time, plie, tendu back to first position. We'll press up to élevé. Keep the low belly lifted, easy neck. And plie, opening the arms. Standing tall, wide through the feet, lifted through the head. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hope you had a good class and hope to see you next week, same time. Have a good rest of your Saturday.